years have come and gone since I wandered from my home in those Oklahoma hills where I was born. Many a page of life has turned, many a lesson I have learned, yet I feel like in those hills I still belong. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, I rode my pony on the reservation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life was my occupation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. But as I sit here today, many miles I am away from the place I rode my pony through the draw, where the oak and blackjack trees kiss the playful prairie breeze in those Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, I rode my pony on the reservation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life was my occupation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. As I turn life a page to the land of the great Osage, to those Oklahoma hills where I was born, where the black oil rose and flows and the snow white cotton grows, in those Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, I rode my pony on the reservation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. Way down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life was my occupation in the Oklahoma hills where I was born. In those Oklahoma hills where I was born.
I was sitting in the back of his pickup truck. He hadn't made it out with just my luck. When he finally walked out the door, I couldn't help but smile. He taught me how to tie it up tight, and we'd be leaving out before daylight. It was just a road that felt like 100 miles. Then he handed me an old cane pole. We headed out to his fishing hole, and then we'd put our lines down in the water and waited for the fish to bite. Yeah, we talked about God and talked about living. There's times we would talk all night. Well, you know, if you didn't have time to go, tell you it would be a sin. Well, how I'd love to go fishing with Grandpa again. Went off to school, hoped to make him proud, working 2 jobs away from the crowd. I hardly ever had the time to just go back home. But when I had a chance to make it back, it wouldn't take long and he'd be packed. He'd give me a great big hug and then we're out the door. I never knew the memories we'd made, spending all day out at the lake. to his fishing hole. I stayed for a while, but I never even got a bite. I looked up, said I can use a hand. You know I wouldn't be half the man if I showed up later today with nothing to fry. And then I felt the wind blow around, and we were eating good about sundown, because I put my line down in the water and waited for the